going on, everybody? Welcome to Kansas City, Missouri again. I'm loading off of a remote rail yard, same place I was at 2 weeks ago. INEX 971266 going into Bruce Oakley Vacuum Pneumatic 1621. Taking this load from here in Kansas City, Kansas off of this remote yard to Goshen, Indiana. And I'm going to tell you guys something. Look around. I'll do a 360. Tell me what you see at the end of this 360. Still going. And we're back to here. What'd you see? Nothing. That's what I like about vacuum pneumatics. We do a lot of remote work. We work alone. I like that. Show up at a rail yard. I've got a loading paper that I picked up at the company that gave us this load. I come over here, I find the rail car, I find which compartment has product, and I hook up and I start loading. I've got nobody over here micromanaging me. I've got nobody over here giving me a hard time. I'm not listening to people, hey, you can't do that, or hey, you gotta watch out for this, or blah, blah, blah. I like it. I emptied out the center compartment right here. Had some character, some integrity, didn't leave a little partial. And then I moved up to the front compartment, which is full. So I'm gonna try to get about 45,000 and a few hundred pounds out of here today. Go scale, heavy, go back over to where I got the paperwork, get my bills, and I'm gone. Deliver this in Goshen, Indiana tomorrow morning. And like I said, head to the house from there. If I didn't say that, I'm heading to the house from Goshen. Be back out next Tuesday morning. But with vacuum pneumatics, we do this a lot of remote work. You're not relying on somebody loading you from the top, and when you yell stop because you're watching your gauge, they've overloaded your trailer by 1,000 to 2,000 pounds. Now you got to go hook up, blow product off, whatever you got to do. It's always a pain. It is. It's never convenient. And that's what I like about this. I watch my gauges. When I get up to, I'll tell you what I do. When I get up to 32 to 33,000 pounds, I shut down my blower. I disconnect here off the back. I disconnect. Right, where is it? Right there. And then what I do, I pull forward about 30 feet. I jump out, let my gauges level, check them again. About 32 to 33,000, front and back. I note where they're at, and then I back up 30 feet, start my blower back up, hook up, start my blower back up, and finish out from there. And the reason why I do that is I give my weight gauges a chance to level, make sure I'm good, because I'm loading this back right up to 34, and I'm loading the front up to 33.5. That's what I do. Because my steers are going to be at 12.2 to 12.3. If I load the front to 34.5 and the back's at 34, put my 200-pound butt in the seat. Going to put me just under 80,000 pounds. It works out right almost every time. And again, what I like about vacuum pneumatics is that I'm responsible for that. If I F up, that's on me. That means I got no one to blame but myself. That means I'm the one that's got to crawl on top of that car, blow product back in, because I overloaded. I like that. I don't have to worry about, God, man, you didn't turn it off. I'm overloaded. Or whatever it may be. Or it's not the fault of the loader up in the chute. Maybe they've got a big drop of product that fell and didn't expect it. That happened in Middleton a lot with that clay. You could get 500 pounds a drop. You could get 1,500 pounds a drop. Just depending on if it was clumped or how well it fell. So it was a crapshoot sometimes. This way, I'm dead on the money almost every single time. I like it. I like it. Something else. I'm out here on this yard. I'm not wearing a big old hard hat. By the way, I'm not an LA fan. I don't care. I just like the hat. So you're wondering, Jimmy, why are you wearing a LA, what is this, Dodgers? Why are you wearing a Dodgers hat or whatever this is? I don't know, I like the hat. I like the color, I like the logo. I don't care about the team. I like it. But here, it's not a hard hat. I like that. Show you something else. How do you see it? You see it? I'm wearing tennis shoes. I'm not out here in big, bulky work boots. You know, uncomfortable, milling about. Normally, if I'm at a place like this, I'm comfortable. These are Salomon Gore-Tex trail running shoes. They are very comfortable. They're very durable. I like them. I'm comfortable. So, that's a few of the things that I really like about vacuum pneumatics. Something else. My dispatchers. My dispatcher is a young man named Nick. He works with another man named Austin. Nick has been at Oakley about a year. Austin has been at Oakley for over a decade. Those are our two vacuum pneumatics dispatchers. Good guys, sharp, very sharp guys. They know what they're doing. They know this. Nick learned, I'm sure, from Austin, who is very efficient and proficient at this, and it shows. They're very professional. They have empathy for us as drivers when we're dealing with a bunch of crap out here, or even at home. They understand the products. They understand the trailers. They work with us. That's what I like. Professional. None of this childish crap. And I'm not saying that I got that from any of the other dispatchers. That's not what I'm saying. I just think that vacuum pneumatics, because of the really fine detail nature of this type of work, it requires that extra level of precision, and I like that. Kind of reminds me a lot of the Marine Corps, okay? 1/8 of an inch. Everything has to be centered, all right? Your alignment, okay? No Irish pennants, none of that crap. Attention to detail. Get it right. And do it right when nobody's watching. That's character, that's integrity. Like emptying out this compartment right here and not leaving 1,000 to 2,000 pounds of product in there. I'm not saying I'm all that all-hell Jimmy in a bag of chips, but do the right thing. Austin and Nick do the right thing. I like that. Oakley has been great. I really like Oakley. I have no complaints about the company whatsoever. I'm over 2 years in here. I'm digging it. I'm glad I've made the changes through the divisions that I have. I don't see me leaving vacuum pneumatics. If I leave vacuum pneumatics, I'll be leaving Oakley. That leads me to my next point. How long am I going to be out here doing this? Probably about another year. About one more year. Maybe less, but about a year. And then I'm hanging it up. I have other business ventures that I want to start. I have other things that I want to do. This is not my life. This is work. This is a business. This is profession. It's not my life, but I enjoy it. It's setting me up for that next step. I like that. It's worthwhile. I'm finding value in it, and I plan on doing it for about one more year, and then I'm out. So that's my plan. Just letting you guys know. It's cool, and let's tell you something. I said this to a man the other day here in Oakley. He had mentioned that there's possibly some other things he wanted to do with his life, and he was in his early 30s. I'm in my mid to late 50s. I'll be 56 next year. I told this man, don't wait 20 years like me and look back and wish you'd have done it. If you got something you want to do, pull the trigger and freaking do it. People say, well, I'm going to wait till I have money where I can afford kids. You'll never have kids. I'm going to wait till I can afford my business. You're never going to be able to afford it. Just do it. Nobody got anywhere without taking some risk. Just like us when we buy a truck. That's a risk. A lot of investment. A lot can go wrong. If it does, oh well. It's only money, folks. It doesn't matter. Who cares? Something to tell you guys. On another note, when it comes to money, I don't care about the banks. These banks don't care about you. If my truck went down and I was out of work for 3 months and I exhausted my resources, and I called the bank and I said, hey, I've exhausted all my resources. The truck has been broke down. I don't have any money left. Please, can you work with me and let me skip a payment? Nope. Can't do it. Let me miss a payment. They're coming after this truck. That bank doesn't give a crap about my situation, about my personal well-being, about anything. All they want is that money for that truck. I don't give a crap about that bank. If something happens and I can't, and let's say that somebody buys a truck and that truck just is a nightmare and it breaks them financially. So what? I know people say, oh, that's easy to say. No, it is easy to say. A lot of people spend way too much time worrying about, oh, I got to make sure that bank is right. Look, you obviously want to pay your bills. You obviously want to succeed. Obviously, there's things you want to do. But I promise you this. I'm not going to lose my well-being, my health, and everything else with increased stress, everything. Worried about whether or not that bank gets their money if I have a situation that I absolutely cannot control. Screw that bank. They come and get their truck taken, I could care less. Come and get it. I hope that never happens, but if it does, oh well. Why do I say that? There's never success without risk. When you assume the risk, you also assume the possibility of having a great future, a lot of pride in what you're doing, a challenge, and success. And if you don't get it the first time, pick up the pieces, learn your lessons, and move on to the next venture. That's it. It's really not hard. It's like a lot of things physical. Well, they talk to you like about SEAL training, the Marine Corps training, and all that. It's mental. The physical part your body can take. You can do a lot. It's the mental part of it. The mental health, the resilience. You got to get it if you want to get into it. Okay? So, why? One more year, I'm out. I got other things I want to do. I'm pressing on. We're going to make it happen. But right now, we're getting some plastic off of INEX971266, and we're putting it into 1621 Bruce Oakley vacuum pneumatic, and we're going to be bouncing to Indiana, and then we're heading home. We'll catch you guys later on. God bless you. Hope you're having the best day of your life. Not putting out as many long-form videos, but I'll try harder. If you're interested in Bruce Oakley, hit me up, Jimmysroadlyfe, LYFE @gmail.com. Happy to help. Catch you guys later on. Peace out. God bless.